Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Shenanigans. The party leaves the tavern, heads out into the night, heart bumping along the road behind them. You get 5 minutes away from the tavern or whatever, down the road, and when the party comes to a stop to discuss their precarious situation, the sun is setting. You're along a road in the middle of the woods. What are you going to do?
I'm not going to stop here to do this. Those orcs are just ethereal. That doesn't mean they're not following us.
True.
That's true. Well, seems like we're going to get to Karshwick quicker than expected. Let's keep going. Is my wizard friend in the back okay?
Oh, he's fine. He needs 1d4 times hours to rest.
I used quite a powerful spell on them.
He's at -5. He needs 5 days or 1 point of magical healing. Are there any healers in the party?
No, I'm not a healer.
Neal.
I could cast an
Rob?
whole Reckless Dreamer, maybe.
That will not help.
It could. Maybe.
Rob, aren't you a cleric? Don't you have healing spells?
I like Moonspan. I like Chaos.
Doesn't Jill have a healing spell, Rob?
Nope, Fighter Magic is your thief. That was before I made the character before I realized that clerics were like the ultimate character class.
Yep.
We could just find a
everybody else's class better than they could.
Yep. That's why
we could just find a cleric on our way or in Wicktron or Renta and just spam or something.
Oh, I don't know if the
So-
cleric will heal him after you guys assault him for some reason.
So, the party's going to push through the night along the road.
That's what we got to do.
All right, Origin, roll me a d30 so we can see what the phase of the moon is. 15 is new moon, 30 is full moon.
Wow, you don't keep the dates for Shenanigans? The premiere
doesn't.
show of the stream?
No. Nope.
Disgusting.
Nope. Lucas, roll me a 1d4 to see what season it is.
Oh no.
It's winter. It's the middle of winter. You're pushing
Winter
yourself
comes.
through the pocket. It's going to be a long night. It's 5 days after the full moon. So, it's still pretty good lighting out. Let's see. Let's see what encounters you run into. 34. Okay. It's a long, dreary night. Marching through the woods. You gotta go a little bit more slowly than you would like. Because you can't see the road very well. Can't really see where you're going. You're getting tired. It's been a long
I
day
can
of walking.
Rode well out to infravision range.
Mm-hmm. When you see, plodding in your direction, a donkey with large saddlebags being pulled by a shortish man with a beleaguered warrior stalking behind them. The warrior has a breastplate and a helm on, hiding their face, has a sword at her side. The small man leading the donkey looks tired. He's like jockey-sized.
I immediately
And there.
turn to Pepe and go, "Hey, look, prophet."
He's unconscious.
Pepe's unconscious.
Pepe intuitively
true.
takes
Unconscious
it through his
now.
unconsciousness and is like a little smile comes on his face.
Okay.
These two figures are walking down the road towards you with their horse, donkey, really. What are you
I
gonna
assume
do,
we're
guys?
all on the cart, right?
Probably by now everyone's in the cart who's not riding a horse. No one wants to walk all night long.
Hey, wise my man. Just out of curiosity, you got any more spells on there? Wise old man. Are you checking or ignoring?
Oh, sorry.
God damn.
You said wise old man. I was like, is he talking to the...
Is that not your name?
No, it's Wiz Old Man.
Oh, Wiz.
I thought you were
old man.
talking to like the fucking passed out guy.
Is it with a Z?
Yeah, with the Z.
Oh, it's wrong on the thing then.
Yeah,
Never mind. My bad.
It's fine.
Oh, it's
I
Wiz with a
apologize,
Z? I'm
Wiz.
so sorry.
It's
Yeah.
all right.
spell slots there. You got any more things up your sleeves out of curiosity?
Sorry, I was spaced out there, Sonny. I have two more very powerful spells.
Aye.
You see how I turned them ethereal for 2 years?
That was beautiful. Aye, got us out of there right and nice. Now,
That's correct.
You guys seem to have some nice wares on them. You think you could do the same to the garden back? Out of curiosity.
Oh, I'm not a murderer, but if it's fine with, and I'll look to the lady with 3 different specialties. If it's fine with her,
No,
I guess I
it's
could
not
count.
fine.
Not fine, see?
Aye, what's not fine?
Casting spells that could hurt people.
I
Here.
would never do that as well.
If you want to cast a spell, take this. And I'll hand him my wand.
I am not touching your wand.
It's a
You
wand.
put that back in your pants, dude.
It's an actual. It is an actual stick. Do you take it or not?
No.
Okay, put it away.
They're getting closer.
Let's ask them if they're perhaps a cleric.
I will pull the wagon off the side so they can pass, since apparently they're getting closer and they're going faster than we are.
Aye, what if they just murder us then?
They head the opposite direction of you guys, so you'll pass this way.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you guys just pull the cart off to the road and don't interact with them at all?
Yeah. No, I'm afraid to interact with these people because some of these party members might decide to kill them at some point.
That has always been the case, Rob. That has been every session of D&D we have ever played. Right?
No, I played some solo episodes.
Sure, you played some solo episodes where you definitely didn't kill anyone. Okay, all right.
Adrian didn't kill anyone.
I wait for them to go really close, and when they do, I ask them, "Hey, hello. Are you a cleric, for any chance?" To the lady knight behind them.
She shakes her head at you, but you can see her hand, like, cautiously goes to her sword. Not like I'm about to kill you, but, like, I don't know if I can trust a bunch of strangers in the middle of the night in the woods. Sort of like defensiveness.
Can you describe them quickly? I.e., like, maybe what, race or class they are?
They're both humans. You think the woman's a human. She's got a helmet on which hides her facial features and ears. But the person up front is sort of a shortish man. He's hauling a donkey with 5'4".
Okay.
Yeah, shortish man.
Okay.
The donkey looks fine, overburdened with large bags that are like bulky bags, so they must be fairly light if the donkey can hold these like big bulking things. The woman is wearing a breastplate, has a helmet. Both of them have seen better days. There's clear signs of wear, tear, and combat on them. She's got a rather plain sword on her left hip, so you know she's right-handed, or at least ambidextrous. She looks to be probably youngish, somewhere in the 20-30 area.
Hail, travelers. Where are you heading?
Berkshire, says the short man as he plods past you without stopping.
Any particular
Slowly.
reason?
Actually, the locals call it Desu.
I say, be wary of the orcs. They attacked us on our way here, and we have a wounded down here, so...
They stop at the
up.
sign.
Aye.
And the...
We're at the next inn. They took it over. You might watch out if you go there.
Oh.
But you all look like you're some good fighters. Maybe you want to ambush them, take them out. They killed
Those
the
orcs
bar.
at the halfway house?
Aye.
Oh, no.
We're nice. Not the kind of orcs. They attacked you on sight.
Racial stereotypes are reinforced, and people are blamed for things
They might have...
didn't do.
They probably killed some people there. I've seen some blood, so...
No, they were perfectly nice. Somebody else started the fight.
I've never heard of a nice orc. I doubt that's true at all.
You know how orcs are. They brutalized that lady. I don't know what they did with her body after we left.
The chef at Shenanigans is an orc.
Plenty
He's
of
been
nice
lost for
orcs.
years.
Yeah, there's Borscht, the more dashing than Desmond.
Aye, you know what the only kind of good orc there is?
A dead
Ask
orc.
a stranger. Oh, yeah.
They all nod in agreement. Everyone seems to be on board about the nature of orcs, except for Jill, their sole defender, the sole civil rights activist in a world of racists. And James,
What?
sorry.
The sole one, James.
Sorry, Volk and Jill.
It's
So what do you
this
say we go
kind
kill
of
some orcs?
this kind of stereotypes and mischaracterizations that lead to the enmity between different races.
So the orcs didn't hurt anyone then?
But thank you. I love you.
Oh,
They defended
too, Dan.
themselves against some attackers.
So they killed people?
No, actually, they didn't. The attackers would that I knew who they were so we could punish them appropriately. First tried to sow discord between the orcs and the innkeeper, and then killed the innkeper. Although,
Oh my god, the orcs had already broken into the inn?
survived. The
Hey,
orcs
they're
had
inside
nothing.
already. 8 of them.
They knocked the lady out.
Oh
Do you
my
have
god.
any kind of medicine to wake somebody up if they're unconscious? Perhaps.
It's
we-
called
The
magic
orcs had nothing to do with it.
or 5
Maybe.
days of rest. That's about all that will help.
Is there like a schnapps or something that would?
Potion enema.
Oh, I have this
I don't
potion.
have. That's a fire potion.
Well,
You don't question mark, to be fair.
we don't really
It's time to
It's
test
a
it
glass
out.
of water. Honestly, it's probably just a glass of water.
I pull out the potion and I look at it. What color is it, Neal?
The potion of fire
it's a-
resistance?
A potion of resistance to fire? Question
Question mark.
Let me open my notes. Let me dig around and find this out. So the rider, the jockey who's leading the horse, and the escort are listening to your stories about these orcs. The escort seems more concerned than the jockey, who is just kind of tired. Fire breathing, fire resistance. It has no description. There you
Funny
go.
that.
No description. Take a look at that, huh?
Yeah.
It is a clear blue with
It's water. I got it.
gold speckles in it.
Oh, there's gold speckles though.
Gold slugger.
It looks like Goldschlager.
You know, the word indescribable is a paradox.
Well, maybe you can go and take care of those orcs.
Aye, we can help.
Oh, the orcs had nothing to do with it.
You say there were 8 of them?
8?
There might be more hiding, so watch out. You know how the orcs are.
There could be
Devious
less.
and all.
I sent them into the ethereal plane. Maybe they got attacked.
Aye, quite a powerful wizard right here.
Thanks for the heads up. Maybe,
Hey, Can you tell us anything about the road ahead?
we found a gnome crucified on a tree.
Probably by the orcs. Just steer
Aye.
clear.
That
There's
makes
orcs
sense.
in the area, like we said. Gotta
How
watch
many
out.
days ago had he been crucified by?
I don't know. We saw him and just kept moving quickly. I thought it was a trap. You know, you crucify someone, you wait for a good Samaritan to come by and try and take him down while this good Samaritan's up on a ladder trying to pull him out of the tree. You attack him, and I didn't want to get involved, so I just left it.
He probably wouldn't quit rhyming. I've crucified a gnome or two.
What?
She looks at you horrified.
I say
And,
in
like-
jest.
Oh, uh-huh. Yeah. You can't pull a POTUS on me here. She
I look proud.
leaves.
I laugh awkwardly. What do you mean? Of course, Wizzled Man has.
He's senile. Don't take his
Just
word
now, yeah.
seriously.
Please, forgive
Yeah.
him.
Aye, he's our new leader. Other one got knocked out.
True.
Okay. The two of them leave. They are now fully weirded out by this group of people
And off to slaughter some
who
more.
can't
As
seem
they
to
leave,
agree
I'll shout
on the
out,
truth.
The orcs did nothing.
Someone shouting the orcs did nothing wrong. You know, do you take that right? Is that just some sort of like youth Hitler joke that they say, but then they slowly believe over the period of years? No one can really tell anymore. The world has lost its sense of truth. Everything is just a joke. And the night moves on with the rider. You can spend the rest of the night hiking. By the time the sun comes up, you'll be on the road to Kershwick still, not quite at the bridge, but a few hours after the sun comes up, you will come across the crucified gnome on the left side of the road. It's early morning. Dawn was maybe an hour or two ago, so it's just, really just starting to peek up over the horizon here, in the middle of the winter. When you come
Was
across...
I able to rest on the back of the?
No, you're not gonna be able to rest on a wagon bumping through the night. You guys find a
I'll stop
crucified
the
gnome.
wagon as soon as the gnome becomes visible.
Yeah, there it is.
Hey, a beautiful sight.
I've seen this site before.
Aye, art.
Anyone
So-
got a shovel?
Investigate before we go and try to see what we can do for this person.
I heard you, Mark.
You don't.
Doing me, okay?
You don't want to take this down. It's a, some would say, an omen.
Can I do a
A
perception
good
check?
omen.
Oh, and that a poor gnome needs help.
How high is it?
Exactly.
He's already dead, isn't he?
He's very dead.
How high?
The hands are maybe 7 feet off the ground. The feet.
Is it wearing
4.5
clothing
feet.
and shit?
He's got a tunic and some trousers on to cover him up.
I poke the pants with a stick. Does it seem like there's
Oh, we're holding back first to investigate.
Are we? Okay.
Can I look around? Can I do a perception check to see if there's something off?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You should search the woods. The perception check.
Never mind, it's fine. Everything's clear. Looks clear, guys. let's bring him in.
Why are we stopping here? What's
Right,
happening?
I'm gonna
You admiring the art?
exit the cart,
Very
Yeah.
beautiful.
peek into the woods, and try to get a little bit closer. I'm gonna guess that if someone was gonna ambush, it would be from the opposite side of the road of the gnome, so that they'd be attacking from the back and be less likely to be seen. So I'm gonna get off and start carefully stealthing through that side of the road. And
When he's about halfway through, I'm gonna yell out really loudly, "Hey, Jill! You see any ambushers out there?"
It's like they
I
just want to
shot
ruin
back.
everything for you, Rob.
Sorry, Rob.
Like
Shout
Rob wants
back.
to ruin all of our murder
I
homing.
think there's one out here with a bow.
Is Wizzled Man on Jenny, or did he move off the cart?
Oh, I'm up there. I'm on the cart.
You haven't given
I'm
back
on
his
the cart,
horse
yeah.
yet?
Right, I get on my horse then. Yeah, I'm ready to skedaddle out.
All right. I don't have great perception, but I'll try to make a perception check.
Just
Okay.
roll well.
Yeah, that's all it takes is a good roll.
Forehead. Yeah.
23.
There it
Okay.
is.
Okay.
I don't think they can see the dice cam.
There's there's
Maybe
too many
you-
people. The dice aren't showing up well. It's fine.
Fair.
Oh, okay.
But it's,
Okay.
Serge
That's
was
fine.
Sergej rolled an 18. Rob rolled a 23.
Do I hear or see anything?
No, it's a pretty quiet wood. A couple of birds chirping. A couple of squirrels running through the trees. I guess it's early morning, so you see a family of skunks. One mother skunk in front with a little line of other skunks cruising around.
You see anything, mate?
Can I go ahead like 50
I
feet?
take out
maybe
my
100,
bow.
just
I
if there's
turn
anything else?
back towards the wagon. I think about it for a while, and then I put the bow back and say, no ambushing archers here.
Aye,
Well.
perfect. Didn't think there was. Otherwise, wouldn't be yelling.
Okay, I'll go up and
We should
examine
dig a grave for this guy.
the gnome.
The gnome is spiked to the tree with brass nails, like big brass spiky nails. Each
You
foot
should
is
just
done
sit in the bed,
individually.
mate.
The hands are done individually. Nothing through the
Beautiful,
wrists, but through
isn't
the
it?
hands, because
A gnome where
No.
they should be.
What was that?
wow, dude. Wow.
What-
So the gnome.
Is that why you wanted to visit Gnome earlier? What were you going to do there?
Murder homo, usual.
Dicing with genocide.
So it took us the night to get here, and they rode, so they would have passed. So basically, like, somewhere around 16 hours or so at minimum since the gnome was crucified. Can I see? Can I look, see, make any guesses about how long this has been?
Do you have a healing proficiency?
I don't.
I've only got
Does
first
anyone
aid.
have an healing or an anatomy proficiency?
I have something similar.
What's that?
No, torturing.
Torturing?
Doesn't count.
No, torturing does not work.
It's kind
That
of
really wouldn't tell him?
Oh,
How long someone's been dead?
Would.
No, knowing how to cause pain does not give you the ability to.
You're saying
tell
it
how
and you
long
know
someone's
that
been
it's
dead.
getting there.
Yeah.
I mean, they both are dark things, but they're not.
Well, no, it's more that if you're
necessarily related.
torturing and like you're used to that. You're used to seeing how wounds happen, how they heal, because you don't just like cut somebody up and leave them cut up. You let them
Well,
heal so you can
even
turn them
anatomy?
over.
How many people
That's
have you
a-
tortured to death and then checked on their
A
bodies?
lot. Have you looked at my bio?
No.
You shouldn't.
Why don't you read a select passage for us to underscore your
Please.
point?
No, I don't think that's stream
All
appropriate.
right,
Neal.
I'll read a select passage.
No.
It's on the wiki.
Sergej.
It's just a bunch of notes that you're gonna see right now.
Do malfunctions.
But it used to be my
malfunctions.
job. It used to be my job.
I don't see anything in here about murder.
No, I'm not a murderer.
I don't see.
Really?
Where's the? Oh, I'm looking on the wrong side here. Shield rush, shield punch, combat
That's-
options.
that's
No, I'm not
a bunch of
seeing any bio.
Where'd you put it?
Where's it hiding?
It's hiding.
So you
Don't
didn't
worry
write
about
it
it,
down. You made it up.
It's this one line right at the top.
Quality gameplay right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I told you not to look. I didn't
All
say
right.
why.
All right. So
So I'm gonna get the gnome down.
yeah, do you have a? How are you gonna pull out the spikes from its arms and feet? They're nailed into a tree. Do you have a spike remover?
If only I had a crowbar. Oh wait, I do.
Ah, okay, there you go. You can crowbar them out, no problem. Cool.
Can I do some local history of Berkshire to see if there is some sort of racism towards gnomes, or if this is a
No history check needed. Everyone finds gnomes thoroughly annoying, but like ultimately harmless and not evil. And while people love to hate on gnomes, no one actually wants to really bring them harm. I mean, maybe you want to bring them harm from time to
Wizzled
time.
man does.
no one really goes through
people
with
to
it.
murder a gnome. Stoneport officially hired people to murder a gnome who built their lighthouse.
Well, that was a little different. That cost them money. But like, you can think of gnomes as
The Urkels of Desu.
if you had like a really annoying vegan anti-vaxxer,
Yeah.
right? Who wouldn't stop talking about those two topics all the time to everybody, right? Not like your normal chill vegan who just doesn't mention it unless it comes up, but like the sort of person who
vegan and
brings it up
anti-vaxxer
all
on the same
time.
level.
I'm saying that they can have a certain annoying quality. People who hold these
Okay.
beliefs, when they go extreme with them, can be a little bit much to handle, you know?
Okay, Neal.
I have no problem with your typical everyday 99% vegan, but you know what
so
I
it's
mean,
the
right?
1%. Ah, it's the 1%.
It's the
you don't
1% of vegans, yeah.
It's the 100% of gnomes that are
That's sort
annoying,
of
though.
true of anything.
True.
It is true of anything, but I thought these would be
Well, I'm not sure why
relatable.
you pick vegans unless you actually do have a problem.
I just thought that would be easily appreciable by everyone, but apparently
I
it's
assumed
not.
everyone shared your prejudices.
Yeah,
that says a lot.
that's exactly it. Thank you. I couldn't have
As
said it better
Jill-
myself.
As Jill is taking down the gnome, Wizzled Man will remark, Wait, why are you destroying the art?
I love how
not art.
it doesn't have to do
Little man, a
anything.
dirty look.
My job is done.
Gnome in my cloak. And I say, I don't know how many days it's been, but I figure if this gnome's been crucified, there's a chance that 3 days after the act, this gnome might come back.
Very smart. We must bury him.
Dwarf, can you start digging a hole?
I think we've had enough
Small,
racism for today, sir.
No, you literally have a shovel on your back. We don't.
No,
I don't have a
A
shovel.
non-zero
I-
chance that this is gnome.
That's it. That's the only reason I asked you.
You want to borrow my shovel?
Yeah, but
Here you
probably,
go, mate. Have fun digging.
it's your shovel. You should do it.
It is your shovel, and you're good at it.
Yeah.
I am pretty good at it. But wait, what the fuck are you trying to say, mate? Where's this coming
You just
from?
admitted it.
Are you
just admitted it.
Are you guys gonna bury the gnome or not?
Get
Yes,
to
for
it,
them,
Shoveler.
no.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, until 3 days have passed, well, 2 more at this point. This could be Gnome Jesus.
It could be.
Maybe he'll come back. Yeah.
We can
Okay,
only
so you're
hope
saying
he
we shouldn't
doesn't.
bury him?
But
Well, it'll be 3 days when we come back with the beer
I'm
cart,
wrapping
okay? We'll find out.
my disguise cloaks, and
Is the gnome Jesus carrying anything?
No, his pockets are empty. Whoever did this unspeakable deed to him must have looted all of his possessions. It's rare to find a gnome with nothing in his pockets. Normally there's all sorts of little bits of pieces of this thing or that thing. There's at least one thing that he's presently tinkering with, even if it's just a piece of, like, 2 pieces of wood.
Does the
that he can
gnome
play
have
with.
shoes on?
No. The shoes were taken.
All right, I'll do the actual investigation stuff. How was he killed?
Crucifixion.
Really?
Crucified
So he was
alive.
alive when he was put up there.
Yeah,
Oh,
Was
very
there signs
clearly.
of struggle?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's why he's
but no,
crucified.
no additional cuts or anything like that, right? Because like that's what I'm
small
saying.
abrasions, defensive wounds on his hands and feet.
Okay.
But
So
no,
it does
like-
look like he was overpowered.
did he get stabbed in the chest on his right side?
There were no Romans here. I'm sorry.
Well, put him in the back. Maybe Desmond will want him for the art show.
True.
You know what?
No, we're burying
I
him.
think that
Hey, this is
No.
evidence against the orcs.
What
if he is the gnome Messiah, come back whether we're here or not.
We shouldn't bury him here because if the orcs come while we're burying him, it won't be good. So we should
So
bring him
I'm,
to the
I'm fine
palace.
just wrapping him up in the cloak and kind of stashing him, because if it is the gnome Messiah, then he'll just come back and we don't need to be here.
All right.
So we just need to not bury him.
Neal, is there any cave nearby?
Oh my god.
Not that you know of, but maybe you could walk around and look for one.
Okay.
You know
It's
what? I
like a
don't think he needs a cave to come back.
I start digging a hole because this is getting long. My
Well, we
dwarf
can just
just
take it to the
annoyed and
graveyard
starts
and
digging.
wrap him up and I'll
All right,
just
I do what y'all wanted me to do. The dwarf is digging a hole. Are y'all happy now?
No, because
Krob, shoveler.
No, I'm just gonna stash him in a bush
Oh
and
my
I'll
God.
write a note and like pin it to the cloak, and it says, "I believe in you, Gnome Jesus."
So
Signed.
one person digs a
Thamba.
grave, while the other party members take the gnome down. And as the grave is like getting close towards completion,
Yeah, I'll say,
you
don't
gotta
worry
find
about
some
the
blocks
wood.
of wood to use the crowbar so you don't break the limbs. You write a note on the guy and you just stash him in a bush while this dwarf has been digging a grave for the gnome.
I tell him don't dig a grave.
I
Just
dig
that
it anyways.
He wasn't gonna dig before, but now he's telling him not to.
It's what
No, I'm gonna
dwarves
dig.
do when they're nervous.
And to be fair, I'm basically doing it like on the road.
You're digging a grave in the middle of the road.
Not the middle, the side. So it's like, it's arguably that I could have like not done it on purpose, but I did it on purpose.
Like right where the wagon wheels go, like on the side of the road.
The other side, yeah.
so
Yeah.
there's like a bloody wooden pole with a hole, empty hole next
That's
to it.
less like a grave and more like a trap.
It's just what dwarves do. They get bored, they dig. Let's continue on.
Yeah, let's
Stash.
just go on. I'm gonna keep an eye
Alright.
out to make sure that he doesn't try to put the
Wizold Man is going to take a very big mental note of where that hole is and where we are, and remember on our way back where it was.
Hmm.
You can tell by the bloodstains on the tree from the gnome's back as he struggled helplessly against his bonds.
As he should have.
Okay,
Just
let's leave this
throw
dark
him in
scene
the
behind
grave,
us, and you
guys.
guys get to Kershwick, everybody! You've arrived, you crossed the
Yay.
bridge,
You're the one
no
who put it
problem,
there.
you go past the
You're the
fence,
one who put it there, and you're like,
fields.
I don't like what my party did with it.
You could have put
I-
gnomes with like peppermints and
Yeah, but then we would have put them on the tree.
I regret my decisions.
You
But
just saved us the time.
you're in a new town now! Yay!
All right.
And in this
Okay.
town, you could go to a cleric and get your party member healed so he's not unconscious and just sitting here
Wait,
quietly.
wait, how much would it
Wait.
cost?
Yeah. How much does it cost?
True.
It's 100
There's a
gold per
special.
spell level, Neal.
There is a special. Today is Martha's Day. Healing for everybody for free.
Wait, Mother's Day is in summer, not
I'll
in
tell the
winter.
party that I'm gonna go heal him.
Well, maybe you
Neal-
shouldn't trust this then.
Yeah, I'm saying we don't trust it. It's a Malchus plot. It's winter. There's no stars in the sky. It's not Martha Day.
You think it's Winter Gods? Winter
It's
Gods
the
Day?
Winter Gods.
Y'all are gonna have fun arguing about this, and I'd bring the unconscious.
Yeah, I'll lead
dude.
Volk over to Jenny and say, "Look at this fine gift horse. You want to check out its teeth?"
You say this to Jenny? Do you tell Jenny to check
So I say it
herself
to
out?
Volk.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
question the free healing.
Yeah, no, I bring him to the free.
Okay. Woo! One throw point of magical healing down. The wizard is back to his feet.
And I give him a big slap on the back as 1 point of damage, but then I have to get him healed again.
we brought you back, Shekel.
No, that's the old
Pepe?
one.
Pepe.
Yes.
Yeah, I say, Pepe, my debt is now repaid.
Yes. Good
Welcome
job.
back, fearless leader.
Thank you, Pepe, for
thank-
killing that old
That's true,
wench.
he insisted on paying. For the,
Just tell me. I've been on. Oh, sorry. Why am I doing your voice? Hold on. Just tell me, old man, you killed this woman for good after I left. Yes, you didn't just. We need to go and take this house on our way back. Is she dead?
No.
Oh.
She's alive.
Now we must add another thing to our itinerary. On the way back, we have to kill her again.
You attack her, I kill you, okay?
But the good news is we sent some people to go kill the
you
orcs
start
for
killing
us.
civilians, I'll kill you.
And it was free as well. All we had to use was racism.
It's very powerful.
Aye.
Well, let's go get our ale.
What time of day is it, Neal?
It is mid-afternoon. It's like 2
Oh,
o'clock.
okay, they're open then. Yeah.
Wow.
Let's look for Radco Brewery.
All right.
Brewing, whatever.
The whole party, together, peacefully at last,
Peaceful.
heads to the brewer. Peaceful, getting along.
You're
There's
not getting
harmony
along. I just threatened
within
to
the
kill
party.
him.
Everybody loves each other and is friends with one another in this party.
If he kills another civilian, I'm shooting him in the head with my arrow.
My god would be proud.
Pepe von Silva is very aware of the animosity of one user, but will act like perhaps he does not notice and it does not bother him.
Yeah, it'll be an accident.
Yes. Oh, what incidents? I don't know what you're saying. Well, anyways, we can continue. Get beer. It's no problem.
Yeah, you guys, friends forever, head to the Radco Brewing Company here in Kirschwick. And there's Rad, the owner of Radco, out in front of his brewery, smoking a cigarette. The warehouse doors are open. You can see a few barrels stacked inside and a few barrels stacked on the other side and a few barrels over there, but they're all like pretty disparate.
Is he a dwarf? He's a brewer, so.
He's a brewer. He's a human brewer, a short human brewer, like 5 feet tall.
I think we're at the wrong place. Dwarves make the best ale.
Aye, true.
It's the one thing they're good at, besides digging.
And being small.
Whiz, old man, you seem smart. Can you show him the special handshake?
Oh, I guess. You. I pointed him.
He takes a puff of a cigarette. Yeah? What do you need?
We need to pick up our shipment for Desmond. Come, give me a
Desmond
handshake,
who?
Sonny. You just give me a
Cigarette in his
handshake.
mouth,
We'll
comes
fuddle-
over and
We'll fuddle through it.
he shakes your hand normally.
No, I'm gonna mess it up, and I'm gonna give him the handshake that we were shown, kind of.
All right, show me. What do you do, buddy? Show me what you got.
All you showed was like you go like this, and then you were like.
So you
kinda
slap
fucking-
him.
Yeah. So
you, like,
what do you
it
do?
behind the back? You like
Yeah,
hands.
you had.
like,
It was terrible. So
Whistle,
give me some improvisation here.
I think
That's
you should
okay.
slap this man. Slap him.
I think
No
so.
one would
So-
expect it.
Aye.
No
We'll
one would
go-
expect
Show
it.
your
That's why it's
dominance.
real.
Assert your dominance.
That's why it's real
Whizzled
secret
man
handshake.
will
No
not
one would
do
expect
that.
slap.
Wizzled man will do the behind the back. He'll go forward, and then he'll bring it in, and then they'll like hug it out, and then that's what.
The guy kind of tries to follow along with you. I'll give him a dex check to see if he can do it. Wow, yeah, he follows along fairly well, actually. And he goes, oh, okay, cool. You must be from Berkshire.
Yes.
No,
one and
Desu,
only.
actually, where Desmond lives.
Where's Desu? I've never heard of this place.
It's near Berkshire.
Yeah, it's where Shenanigans is.
No. Shenanigans is in Berkshire.
I don't listen to this one. They're an idiot.
They don't think all orcs are after killing.
Aye.
They think they
Craig's
can be
here.
good.
Borscht is a chef in Shenanigans, literally.
And in Sausageville, East Worcestershire.
Hi, Orcs shouldn't
I've
be
never
good
heard of that
slaves
place.
for cooking. What's your point?
He's a slave.
I tell him that.
All
another-
work is slavery.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're here for our shipment.
Communist whistle man.
Right. You're here for the shipments of beer. Great.
Yes.
Let me show you to them. He finishes a cigarette, throws it on the ground, stamps it out, and then just
Well-
leaves the litter there.
Let me show you my cart. You can place it on there. You can show him the cart.
And he sees the cart, and he'll help you wheel the cart into the warehouse so you can load the beer up directly. But he does leave his cigarette just lying in the road. Granted, it's just paper and tobacco, so it's not, plastic filters that aren't going to go away for a long time, but he's still littering. What an asshole,
Good.
right?
I'll squish it out to make sure it doesn't make smoked beer.
Oh, it's out, but there's still trash in the middle of the road. Is this a murderable offense,
Pepe
party
picks it
members?
up.
It's like the most biodegradable kind of trash here.
No, Pepe picks it up. He cares about
Thank
the
you.
environment.
Thank you, Pepe. I was hoping somebody would care about the environment here.
Doesn't
What do you
sound
do with
right.
it?
He throws it on the ground.
He spits on it and throws it.
All right. He helps
I
you
was expecting
load.
he was gonna brush it off and save it for later.
He helps you load the beer into the cart, and while he does so, he talks to you, saying, it's a good thing that you guys came by when you did. I didn't know if Desmond was going to remember to pick this shit up. And we've had a lot of call for things lately. I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden everybody's trying to get their hands on this shit. So it's a good thing you picked it up.
Hey, just doing our job, mate.
Cool.
Oh wait, what's your name?
Me? I'm Rad, the owner of Radco.
Rad. All right.
Mhm.
Cool.
Excellent.
It's very cool, actually. It's a great name.
Well, goodbye.
All right,
Okay,
goodbye.
we need to paint these barrels. I suggest that we write in big letters "coronavirus sample" on all barrels outside. If any,
Okay.
Sign on them that says Radco on the barrels.
well,
Oh, yeah.
we're going to paint over that, of course.
Yeah, so paint
like
over
a
it and
bird
paint
into it.
Bevmo.
I don't think that's gonna work on
Bevmo.
pissed off works.
My God.
Bevmo would work. What a wise idea.
Okay, so you guys paint over the text. Excellent. The text is painted over. The barrels are loaded into your cart. I guess you guys can go, but you've been hiking all day. Maybe you want to take a rest for the night rather than, immediately turn back and hike day and night.
Yeah, we
You're-
should get our sleep here.
You're a half day ahead of time, schedule. You could totally chill.
Yeah, we should get our sleep. We can hear maybe find out if there's any favorites for the upcoming dog show and Coxford or.
Mm-hmm. The dog show is happening. It's happening in 2 days, unfortunately, so you will just barely miss it. Rumor is that Spot is favored to win the whole thing instead of Fido, who was last year's winner, but they say that Spot's learned a new technique and a new trick, while Fido, well, you know what they say about old dogs, it's hard to teach him new tricks, so...
So it's a one-on-one dog race?
No, it's like a best in show thing, but
Okay,
those are the two
okay.
top contenders. There's up to
Okay.
50 dogs being competed at once.
Maybe we
If
can
I
put our
cast
own dog
Cause
in.
Steel, do you think the dog would run faster than it normally would? Or is that like its max speed that's already running?
If you cast what?
Cause Sphere on the dog and it has to run away at maximum speed, is that maximum just its regular maximum? Or would it actually run at like a even faster speed?
Regardless of the answer to that, the dog show is not just which dog can run the fastest. So,
Oh.
yeah, it's like, you ever seen a dog show where they gotta like run through this and jump over this obstacle and then dart through this thing and then like walk up and down this thing and then leap over this other thing and do it all well?
Okay.
It's one of those like
Plus they
complicated
don't-
fancy
they-
pants.
That's
dog
harder to
shows.
rig.
Yeah, and then they also got to like check the coat. Does it feel good? How are the dog's balls doing? They got to do the whole like once over.
Okay.
Yeah.
They check for magic too, somewhat. Although I hear
Mhm.
there was 1 year
Mhm.
that somebody polymorphed his son into a dog
Mm.
to try to win the competition.
Yeah. I heard about that story with my local history.
Yep. Welcome to Shenanigans, everybody, where we polymorph children into dogs to win minor competitions.
Or as a teenager. He was an unruly teenager.
Yeah, he was kind of sulky.
And that makes it totally okay.
No, it wasn't okay.
Unruly teenagers. They all deserve to be turned into dogs. Okay, your beer is loaded up. You guys can chill for the day. Everyone can get a rest. You can all regain 1 hit point. You can relearn your spells. And it's time.
All right, time for the
to head
York
back
encounter.
You turn around the next day and start heading back on the road. Back to Berkshire. Back to where the beer belongs. Is anyone worried that there might be angry orcs on the road?
No, they're probably dead by now. We had those racist knights take care of it.
Yeah, I'll kill him if there's not.
Yeah,
Okay.
they deserve death, really.
Unless they join them and we have to fight them as well. Good job, guys.
All right.
That would suck, yeah.
I don't think they wouldn't join.
Oh, orcs are bad.
Who's in the front of the party? Lord Wilmore on your
Connar.
horse, perhaps?
I'm behind the party.
You're walking behind the party?
Yes, so in
As
case
a
anything
lord,
happens.
don't you want to be at the front so you can, show off?
No, as a lord, I'm behind in comfort, being
You're
I'll
at
be
the
in
very
front.
back of the party.
very back, yes.
Right,
So if
like
anything
really far
happens-
back, like well away from the party.
No. So I'm situated. If anything happens, I can run up to the party, and if anything happens to the party, I can run away from the party.
Got it. So you're like 1 round behind the party.
half a round, I guess. Yeah.
Half a round behind the party. Okay.
All right.
Who said they're in the front?
I'll be in the front.
Dan?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm driving the wagon. I don't know if it's somebody walking in front or
Pepe.
just driving the wagon.
Yeah, I wanted to know if anyone was walking in front of the wagon.
Yeah, I'm walking. I want to try and my head hurts a little bit. Trying to.
All right,
Yeah.
Pepe.
I
Give
got
me a
my bow out.
perception check. Like the big purple PCP button, which
Make
does
that 2
not
HP
mean
worth
that
it.
you doing PCP. 21
this
is a
show,
success. 21 is the number we're looking for here. So this is a mild failure.
To be fair, this is really Party's fault for letting Pepe in front. Pepe had head injury recently. You want
true.
Pepe to look for things? Pepe, he's not
I was
aware.
proud of you. I was proud
He's a
of
little
Pepe for taking the
dazed,
lead.
All right.
Pepe
You
just
walk
doesn't want to get any shit.
until you come across a blood-stained tree and a ditch on the side of the road.
Side dish of the road.
Is the body of the gnome still there?
Did you guys go look in the bush for the body of the gnome with the note pinned to him?
I'll check on the No Messiah.
There's no gnome there.
Oh my god.
He has
Is the
risen.
note gone?
Where'd the art go?
He has
Hold
risen.
on. Was there a stake
I'll look
in
at
his
it.
heart when we saw him?
There was no stake in the heart, just in the hands and the feet. The note is gone. The gnome is gone.
He has risen.
The No Messiah didn't write any note back. Like, hey,
Mm-mm.
thanks for taking me down.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Can we do a perception check to see if he's maybe somewhere around or something?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to dismount and walk up right in the middle of the next to the party, right next to where the gnome is, to do a perception check?
No, I'd like to do it from behind on my horse. I'm a bit higher, so I have a better view of the surroundings.
All right, give me a perception check. You notice, you're 30 or 40 feet away, there's some drag marks that head off into the woods.
They're the gang.
Maybe he was dragged unconscious. Oh, he's dead. So the body was dragged away.
Alright, those evil orcs probably drag him in the woods, eat him.
Ooh, let's just keep going and get our ale back as quickly as possible.
You don't want to see what happened to Gnome Jesus?
It was just a stupid gnome.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Yes.
I'm sure someone's going to publish some fanfic about him pretty soon.
Hold on. Are there
What happened
any
to your Jesus?
feet marks or like beast marks or anything like next to the drag marks?
You'll have to ride a little closer to investigate.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go, guys.
I did not kill you so much.
Do you get a little closer, Origin?
Hell no. Just
You sure?
going forward. Yeah, I'm sure.
I keep
Okay,
on
you-
alert with my bow out.
You all ignore Gnome Jesus.
Hey, I thought you were a fan of Gnome Jesus, Jill.
Yeah, I'll go check it out. Especially because I know the cart's not going to leave without me since I'm the only one who can drive it.
I will wait for you, mate. I'm just curious what happened to
Yeah.
Gnome Jesus. I'm sure you are too.
You see big footprints, large footprints.
Do they?
Okay.
They seem orc sized, giant sized.
You have a tracking proficiency by any chance?
No, but I can put my foot next to a footprint and.
They're definitely bigger than yours. I don't see why they couldn't be orc-sized. If that's what you're looking
just
for.
Make sure they're not like giant sized. Like
They're
three
not
times.
giant-sized. They're large man, maybe orc-sized.
I'd say if the no Messiah needs help, probably nothing that I can do.
Exactly.
But La Sombra, that's a different story. So I'll sneak into a bush and change into my La Sombra outfit.
What's his
Okay.
problem or her problem?
Oh, Jesus. I stand ready.
Wait, so you step in. Jill walks into a bush. There's some
I want a
rustling
perception
sounds.
check to see if I can see them changing. Did
A
I
minute
notice what
later,
happens?
what do you look like when you come out as La Sombra? I'll get to you in just a
Like
moment.
it's like the Man in Black, Prince of Thieves kind of outfit,
All right.
Okay.
mask over the eyes, and a pair of swords, looking very dashing.
Okay. Mark, give me that perception check.
All right.
25. You could catch a little glimpse of Jill changing outfits in the bush.
Nice. Very nice.
Ooh, let me see. Let
All right,
me
the fucking
see.
idiot's changing in there.
Move
What are they
over.
doing?
Let me see.
Do they find out the truth, Neal?
I mean, everyone watched Jill go into a bush and come out as La Sombra.
No, the
I think
other
everyone.
truth, Neal. The other truth.
Well, his old man wants to see if he can see as well, I guess, just for his.
Oh,
I don't know
I'll
the
just
other
PM
truth.
it to you, Neal.
I believe that Pepe von Gefilte has the max proficiency at Peeping Tom ability. I'm pretty sure I set that as one of my skills.
Oh no.
So
You can take a proficiency in Peeping Tom if that's really the person you want
That's
to play.
awesome.
yeah, okay. How do I do that? Because that really fits me.
Add it to your
Yeah.
skills list.
Make me a.
Spend some character points.
Make me
We're
a
gonna add a
perception check,
P-
and we'll add 5 to the end result.
So PCP.
Yeah, PCP plus 5.
ECP for peeking.
So that's a 22, which is a success. Yeah, you will catch a. You realize that in this bush, there's really only one good angle, and so you've got to like quickly and surreptitiously walk over to this angle. You know, it turns out that the horse had some droppings, and you had to go like inspect them for something. But you know, that's only your cover story. But from this angle, you can totally see through 2 branches in that bush, and you
Nice.
catch a side of butt.
Oh,
It has a little more hair on it than you might expect for Jill.
Oh, wait! Oh no! What is this?
Jack
Oh,
is
the-
no, probably not too hairy.
Oh no!
Do elves get that hairy?
Pepe is very
It's a sad
sexually confused
reality.
right now.
Hair.
Does Jill know he's being watched?
I think Jill knows that she goes into a bush and comes out and everyone's looking at the bush.
But did she enjoy it?
I don't know. Jill, do you enjoy people looking at your bush?
No, I was very into the whole transformation and planning out my dramatic rise from Bush as La Sombra, the male hero.
Pepe
All
goes
right.
up to La Sombra. Pepe says,
La Sombra.
"You know, this is different, but just want to say you're a very different but sexy woman. Very sexy. Okay, I'm like natural. You know, many men do not like natural, but I will say right now, you know, I am a real man, real woman, not shaved hair. I like it. Here's my telegraph or whatever.
That I have never met before. I think you're referring to Jill. I think she ran off that way.
Oh, well, you tell Jill.
I'm
She,
Lasombra.
Jill is very, very nice.
All right, Lasombra, you exist. What are you gonna do?
I'll try to follow these footprints as best I can.
Yeah. You follow the footprints. They go away from the road, maybe 50 feet, and then they take a little path along the road, 50 feet away from it. The foliage here is thick enough on the spider side of these things that you can't always see the road, but every now and then you'll catch a glimpse of it. The tracks run along this parallel road for a couple of 100 feet until you hear the sound.
Before I go too far, like where it started heading off, go, if only my good friend Aristotle was here. I look about, hopefully.
Give me a charisma check. Does Aristotle show up? Summon her. Yes, she does. You look about for your elven cat, who is long lost now, and there she is, in a tree, licking her paws.
Maybe she
bow.
crucified the gnome.
Aye.
So I
Even
bow.
cats hate gnomes.
My queen, long have I been tingling with the dreaded dog fear. I hope it has been to your liking. Now I ask a boon of you. I go in search of the gnome messiah, who apparently was dragged off by some maybe a navigator, maybe a pilot. Who knows? But let's go and see if the gnome messiah needs our help. Are you with me? You are right. You are right. How unforgivable is it of me? And I reach in my pack and I pull out a big fish and bow and hold it up.
Lasombra will slink out of the tree, grab the pack, grab the fish, and nom on it for a while.
Now, shall we rush forward to save Gnome Easter, which happens like 2 weeks after regular Easter? All right.
What is the rest of the party doing? Are you with Lasombra, or are you all just chilling on the road being like, I have no idea what that elf is doing?
Watching this dude talk to a cat.
Yep, I'm watching from far so I can loot the body.
Yeah, I'm just confused.
Yep.
You don't understand. It's an elven cat. They are very intelligent.
They
As
can
an
also
elf, I know
kick the
this.
party's ass.
More intelligent than a gnome.
More intelligent than you.
Oh.
I think
Those are
not
funny
with my
moves,
20
mate.
intellect.
Okay, maybe not you. But most people.
Yep. Watching from far, ready to loot the body.
Okay.
Now,
Uh,
both of us being as stealthy as possible, keeping in mind that an elven cat is like basically frickin' invisible in the woods. We go after trying to find and save the gnome messiah.
Do you want me to come with you?
The Sombra always welcomes those with hearts of goodness.
What about neutrality?
Given this party, I'll take what I can get.
Okay.
Pepe wonders, is anyone else here can drive this wagon, perhaps? Can we figure this out? I mean, it can't be too hard. It's, you know...
Hey, maybe we
hit
should
horse
try.
and go straight. Yeah,
I have 100 years. I could drive the wagon.
Hi.
Oh,
We should
okay,
try
but
it.
listen, these people are trouble. I do not know why they go into woods with drag marks. I mean, it was crazy. I want to get paid. More money for us! You know, we say they die, we take their money.
Why do we wait here instead of waiting at the inn?
Yeah, exactly. Let's go to the inn. Fuck them.
Wizzled man will try to drive with his horseback riding, but I don't really have a proficiency, so.
So the rest of the party is just going to keep going down the road, while Lasombra and Aristotle go off to investigate
Volk.
Gnome Jesus. And
And
Volk,
me.
Volk is going with them as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know, Neal. What's the chance that the non-proficient people drive the cart into the hole? That was
Yeah. To be fair, I did say that I knew where the hole was, and I
but you
was
never had a
watching for
follow
it.
the-
Yeah, give me a horseback riding check at like -3, -4.
You gotta watch out. It's a really good hole. You don't want to go into it.
I'll just subtract the 3 at the end.
Yeah.
There we
You
go.
can get. I mean, the ox is used to doing its thing. As long
But
as
those
you're
are
just trying to go
27
straight on
chat.
a road, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
You know,
Just say your numbers out loud because chat comes.
Yeah,
they can see the
27 and
numbers.
whoa, go to the inn and we'll wait there.
I'll look for Jesus as well. Seems interesting.
I yell
Yeah,
out,
for
"See you at the inn!"
Or not.
3 of the party members go after Gnome Jesus. 3 of the party members just try and turn in the quest. Got it. All right. Those of you that are going down along the side path, you see a camp. And in this camp, there are 4 ogres. And they've got the little gnome body between them all. They've attached it to a stick, and they're bopping it up and down like some sort of morbid puppet show. One of the orcs is going, "Hey, I'm a gnome, how's it going?" And then he passes the gnome puppet to the next orc, who goes, "Oh, I'm just an idiot. That's what I do, because I'm a gnome." Who passes it to the next orc, who goes, "Durr, I make bad inventions." And then he hits the gnome on the ground and passes it to the next orc, who continues to bop the gnome
Is the
up
gnome
and down.
alive?
Say,
No, he's
This
really
sounds
dead.
like very gnome topics.
Yeah,
did you say orc or ogre? You said ogre.
orc.
Orc. all right.
Oh,
Oh, I thought you said ogre.
I thought you said
oh,
ogre,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I might have said
Oh.
ogre. I meant orc.
Okay, very different. Okay.
Yeah, very different. Yeah. One is me run away, one is me deal with the situation.
How far away are we?
It looks to me like they are tiring themselves out with their disrespect, and I'm going to cast sleep.
Hmm.
Okay. Roll, what is it? 2d4 hit dice?
Yes.
Roll me 2d4.
7.
There's no saving throw, is there?
Nope.
Oh,
3 orcs fall asleep. 1 is blown away that all of his fellow people just fell asleep on the spot.
Was the one holding the stick put to sleep?
Roll me a 1d4. If it's a 4, it was not the person holding the stick is
I
awake.
got this.
No.
Okay.
We're going to take our last break here, and when we come back, I have no idea what's going to happen to
That
this
would have been
campaign
the
anymore.
best weapon. The gnome
We'll
stick.
see you guys on the other side of the break. Bye-bye.